The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the UCLA Bruins offense is on the field for the first time today. The battle for Los Angeles. Two spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, Reese, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools wear their home unis, and they're traditional. They haven't changed very much over the years. This game's just fun to watch in every sense of the word.
Fun for the fans, too, because they don't have to go anywhere. And you know what else is always cool? You tune in this game late in the season, what do you get? Great weather, too. I mean, it makes me jealous every year watching this football.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Makes the grab. It's Harden. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. In the football lore of the Golden State, there have been so many classics, and the Bruins pulled out a close one last season.
They did what they needed to do last year, no doubt. The Bruins came out and they executed when it mattered most. And, David, I feel like that's really lit a fire under USC in this game to try and get revenge.
Yeah, a year of hearing about it from all your family, all your friends in L.A. You lost to the Bruins. You're upset. You're ready to change that history and do something about it.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And they're not on the same page there. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On second down, wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Trojans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than it came like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, RD.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, and get that touchdown.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Duncan. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Give to the running back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. The sure hands, it's Shaw.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Catch in the middle, it's short. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. And the Bruins are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Harden. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. At the 45 on his way. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield is Branch. They get him down after he makes a catch. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind this defense.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Makes the grab down the middle.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. The give to the back. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, UCLA.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Line gets set. First down. Here we go. Touch pass on the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Here we go. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Duncan. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Running it back, it's short. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get it down at the 45. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And you... work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Duncan. He finds his man. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Going up top on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you've got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to make that.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
You can count on one hand how many kickers in college football today can make that kick. That guy's one of them.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Yeah, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Duncan. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Pulls his way forward. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Snagged in the middle. It's short. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal.
And the ball is picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys...
Hey, that's a live ball. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. Looking for room at the 40. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break.
29 Philly, 2-0.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. On the run, it's Harden. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Got the back over the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the catch.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's all. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UCLA! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football.
Looking for the two-point try. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They march 72 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense. And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. With jet sweep pass. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for a gap. It's Harden. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
3:25.
Dropping back, it's Duncan. He looks that one in nicely.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The Bruins enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. On the run, it's Harden. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this run.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.